Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty and Zini and welcome back to some Pocket TCG content. My apologies, I hadn't been uploading it for a while. I hadn't been on the channel for a little while until recently, where you guys would have seen episode 1 of our Nuzlocke Soul Link with myself and with Jordan, so make sure you go check that out. But today we are here with a TCG Pocket deck. Now this is a deck that you probably have seen and you've seen people talk about and stuff. I'm just going to upload a video sort of breaking down how it worked and then showing a couple of games in ranked with it. It's a deck that I love and it's the Sweet Relay deck. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So here it is. This is our Sweet Relay deck, or at least my variant of. You've got the 2 Swirlix and then the 2 Slurpuffs, and then you've got the 2 Milceries and you've got the 2 Alcremies as well. So you're basically, what you're looking to do is use the move Sweet Relay that Swirlix, Milcery and Slurpuff all have as many times as you can, because it will buff Alcremies attack. So if you don't know, Swirlix and Milceries, it's basically the first time you use it, it does 10 damage. And then if Sweet Relay was used in the turn previous to the one you're currently on, it will do 20 more damage for both of them. So then Swirlix and Milcery's second attack will do 30 damage. So essentially you're just looking to like hit with Sweet Relay and then in your next turn make sure you're using it again, because it will be buffed up to 30 for both of them. And the great addition here is if you had Swirlix out first turn, you use Sweet Relay, you do your 10 damage, and then if you're able to then evolve it into Slurpuff, instead of doing 30, you're doing a whopping 90 damage, which is absolutely massive. So just to reiterate, it doesn't matter which of your Pokemon uses Sweet Relay. It could be your Sabrina'd out from your Slurpuff into Milcery. As long as you use Sweet Relay again, it doesn't matter with which Pokemon, it will still have the benefit of being buffed and doing more damage regardless of which Pokemon you're using. So it'll either be 30 with Milcery and Swirlix or 90 with Slurpuff. There are also other Pokemon that can do this. You've got the, I forget what it is, it's like the Applin evolution, that's the little dude with 4 legs. Is it Appleton? I want to say his name's Appleton. I think he gets Sweet Relay, as does Vanillite and Vanillux. So you do have a couple of options, and you can see I run the water energy, and that is because I used the Arita to heal, which is just beneficial because you can kind of heal everyone if you've had to chop and change and change people in and out. But the whole point of all these Sweet Relays is so you can use Alcremie or Alcremie. I don't know how you say his name. I'm awful at pronunciation, so my bad. But this is actually the card you get from the current solo player event. Obviously, easy to do, free to get. Go and do them, in my opinion. But Sweets Overload, you do 40 damage for every time Sweets Relay was used during the battle. So essentially, if you, let's say for example, turn 1 you have Swirlix out there and you hit for 10. Second turn you're able to evolve it and you've got Slurpuff out there and you hit for 90. Then they manage to take your Slurpuff out and you throw in your Milcery and you hit for 10. And then as well, actually be hit for 30, sorry. That's 3 uses of it. This Sweets Overload is now going to do 120 damage every single time. And if you used it again, or used Sweets Relay again before you use Sweets Overload, you're doing another 40 damage. You're doing 160 damage. And all of a sudden, the amount of damage you're doing is becoming pretty ludicrous. So I highly recommend giving this deck a go. I'd be lying if I said I win every single game. I used this actually on stream the other day because I've managed to get this onto my PC now. And it was just a lot of fun. You don't win every single battle, but you do win enough that it's kind of fun and justifiable to use. So I wouldn't recommend it if you're looking to like fly up the ladder, but if you're looking to have a little bit of fun while maybe going up the ladder a little bit, this is a good deck to use. And then with the items and stuff, I've got double Pokeball, Pokecom, double Cape. I'm thinking at some point I might drop one of the capes and look to add something a bit different, but I'm not sure what yet. I might go for a Guzma, just because a couple of decks I've been coming up against are running like Rocky Helmets or the Poison Barb and stuff, and just to get rid of that might be ideal occasionally. But then double Professor's Research, Sabrina, Cyrus, Mars, Arita, and again Red is another one I'm thinking about maybe dropping. It has won me a couple of battles or two, or just secured the win by being able to do that extra little bit of damage with either a Slurpuff or again an Alcremie if I didn't use it enough times to get the knockout. But overall I would say it's a pretty solid deck. It's a lot of fun. Let's get into a couple battles with it. So I'm so nearly in rank Ultra Ball 2. When I was streaming yesterday, I just got into Ultra Ball 1 and I was trying to work my way up into Ultra Ball 2, and I kept getting like win-win, loss-loss, win-win, loss-loss with a couple of different decks. I think at one point I went on like a 5-win streak, but then I lost 3 in a row, so I'm just so inconsistent this season. It's very, very frustrating, but It's not a problem. Hopefully we can get ourselves into Ultra Ball 2 today. Would be quite nice. But this is not a terrible hand. It would be pretty ideal going second with any deck, but going second with this deck is pretty awesome because obviously I can use Swirlix, get my first hit, and if he doesn't kill Swirlix with Zorora or manage to do something bougie there, then Slurpuff can come in and on my next turn is doing 90 damage with every single hit. So already we're looking in an okay spot, provided he doesn't find a way to kill my Swirlix on his first attacking turn, so on turn 3. But it is okay, so it's a Dragonite deck. Okay, interesting. I've not seen Dragonite run with Zorora before, but I guess it does make sense. You know what? It might seem a little bit extra. In fact, it might seem very, very extra. I'm actually going to Sabrina and then Giant Cape. I think in my head this is a smart play. If he sends out Old Amber, it's unfortunate, but okay, sure. I am going to just Cape just to make sure. And we'll hit for 10. So that's one Sweet Relay used. It's a shame that Dragon type doesn't have the Fairy type weakness because this would be phenomenal right now for me. Obviously, I'm technically a Psychic. You know what I mean. Yeah, one use of Sweet Relay already. Next turn, Slurpuff is going to hit the field and do 90. So regardless of who is out front for him next turn, Slurpuff is going to get a kill, provided this Swirlix doesn't die, which I'm quietly confident it should be all right. So let's see what he does here. Because even if he goes into Dratini, which he didn't, he X-speeds. I'm honestly okay with it. I've got a little bit of chip damage on the Dratini, and I can still kill Zorora this turn with 90. I hope he doesn't have the electric cable. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. No electric cable. Cool, we're good. So yeah, big damage on Swirlix. It does suck to take damage, but we know that we survive next turn regardless. So let's prof research. I'd like to get a Milcery soon. It would be quite nice. I could a Reader if I really wanted to next turn, just to get that guaranteed healing. But we'll take out the Zorora because we used Relay last turn, so this now does 90. Has 2 uses of it as well, so Alcremie will be on 80 as and when we can get one onto the field. But a good start. A little bit of damage on the Slurpuff, which isn't ideal, but nothing he's got out right now survives a hit. I'd like to Mars next turn just to try and... Oh, okay, I was going to say just to try and stop the possibility of, you know, like Rare Candy Dragonite, that kind of vibe. It would be really good right now, actually, if I'm being selfish, to get a Cyrus. Cyrus would be really good right now. So let's hope we can get a Cyrus. Sabrina, okay. Not a huge problem, because I can just retreat. In fact, I think I'm going to. I think that's what I'll do. How many cards have we got left? 10. I'm not going to Pokecom because I've got a pretty good chance of getting something that isn't helpful. So we'll retreat into Slurpuff and we'll get the kill on Zorora. The one positive I have here is he cannot go into Dragonite and attack me this turn, as far as I'm aware. If he goes into Dragonite, it is what it is. I'm kind of assume he will. He does. Okay. So we're going to be hit for 180 next turn. We thankfully made him use his first X speed. Okay. This is kind of okay. I actually will Pokecom now, because if I get the other Slurpuff, it's no longer a problem. I just need to not get an Alcremie. I'll pop Milcery down. I'm actually okay with that. A Reader would be pointless here, so I'm going to red just to do an extra bit of damage. 110. Fantastic. Down to 60. So he'll be able to Giga Impact this turn. Finish Slurpuff off. So that's probably all he's going to do, yeah. So we've made him use an X-Speed. I have a feeling he's going to have a Leaf in hand, which would suck. But I need to draw either a Slurpuff or an Alcremie and we win. That's not what I needed. I'm going to Mars here. just to kind of force, hopefully, him away from having a leaf or an X speed to retreat. So he's down to 30. So unless he can heal Dragonite, we win next turn. If I made him draw a leaf there, I'm going to be really annoyed at myself. Because that means that he can retreat, discard Old Amber, and then come back in and get to attack again. Because it's kind of like the Buzzwell where when he hits the bench, he's no longer affected by the can't attack this turn vibe. But I should win here. Yeah, he conceded. Cool. So it goes to show you, this deck can get wins. We did get a very good opening hand. We did go second, so there's a couple of things that went in our favor, but we got the win. That's what matters there. And that Dragonite deck is a deck that a lot of people are using as a bit of a meta play right now. So I'll absolutely take the win on that one. Very, very happy indeed. And the next battle, I believe, should be to see if we rank up. So see if we can do it. I remembered that Ultra Ball, I don't think you get the extra points for the win streak. So yeah, I don't think I can level up. I'm going to be 1 point away if I win this one. So let's try and get 1 point away from leveling up. Oh, man. Let me know, guys, what rank you guys are in the ranked stuff. Most seasons, I kind of try and get myself into Ultra Ball and then I just leave it there. But this season, I've decided I'm going to maybe just try and push myself and see if I can work my way up the Ultra Ball ranks a little bit. I'm not planning on getting into Master Ball anytime soon because I don't think I could. But it'll be nice to at least feel like I've given it a decent shot at trying to progress through the ranks a little bit. Starting with just Milcery here is not good, and this is why I was thinking of starting to run a Guzma, because this is going to be annoying, having Milcery slowly tick down. He'll be on 10 health by the time I'm on turn 4. And that's not great either. I'd need a Swirlix here, would be really nice. Okay. So I'm going to just hit with Milcery, and I'm going to... It seems stupid, but I'm going to kind of just concede the point. I'm going to cape just in case he evolves into coughing. Into wheezing, sorry. Because wheezing would be able to be enough to kill me with 50 health. Because it would be 20 poison damage and 30 on the hit. So just means that I survive an extra turn. It means I can get an energy onto Swirlix and then potentially a second energy. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, no, because he's... Okay, this is fine. I'm really glad that I used the cape. Really glad that I used the cape. It doesn't make a difference now because he knows he can't get the kill. He's doing it that way. Oh, smart. Very smart play. Honestly, 10 out of 10 behavior. Okay. So now what I have to decide is how... Okay, hold on. 50... I'm in the same boat here in that Swirlix is going to go down to 10. I'll then be able to Slurpuff and get rid of the poison for a turn, but it won't make a difference. So we're going to do 30 damage here, and this will be 2 uses of Sweet Relay, so we're on to 80 damage for Alcremie here. It's not ideal right now. Next turn I can bring Slurpuff out and get the finish on Weezing, provided he doesn't retreat, which I don't see why he would. Oh no! We lose. We straight up lose this fight, team. Because that's 20, 50, 70. Yeah, this guy's absolutely cooked us here. Damn. Unfortunate. The only way this could have gone differently for me is if I had Swirlix out from the get-go instead of having to start with what you call it. What I needed there, I think, was yeah, I needed Sabrina there. Oh well, I'll concede because we're not going to win that one. That's unfortunate. But again, it shows you that this deck, I'm not going to sit here and act like this deck is perfect. It's really not. I was chatting in the stream yesterday, and my friend Alex, who also plays this game, was saying that maybe a Sylveon in this deck would be great just for like helping with the drawing a little bit, and it would be great. A Sylveon EX would be phenomenal for this deck. I think it would make it a little bit more reliable. The issue I have I don't have a Silver Oni X yet. I haven't packed one, and this is a free-to-play account. I have the gold pass thing just because I have FOMO of missing out on unique cards. But I don't like buy packs or gold or anything like that. So I haven't had as much luck with the EV set as maybe some people have. And again, we start just Milcery here. That is, in all honesty, the worst start is just Milcery. Oh, okay. I thought this was going to be a Silvally deck because I seem to come up against a lot of fire-type Silvally decks. Again, we go second, which we're getting quite lucky with that. Okay. A touch unlucky on the draw there. Okay. Okay. Sweets Relay. Only a little bit of damage. That's fine. What won't be fine is if he immediately goes into Incineroar, and I should have thought about that just in case. Because if he does, he hits me for 30, he then burns me, and I die, and I lose immediately. This is why you think about things, Tom, because I didn't just then. So I can Giant Cape, but I need a Pokemon. I need a Pokemon. Please. Please. Okay, Pokemon means we at least get something. I need a Swirlix. Oh, it's another Milcery. Okay, I've got to Pokecom here. I physically have to Pokecom, and I need a Swirlix. It's basically a 50-50. It wasn't quite a 50-50. A Giant Cape. It's not good. I physically can't attack. I physically cannot attack, which means my Sweet Relay goes back down to 10 damage. This might be helpful, but it also might help him a lot. There's the Swirlix I needed. Not awful, provided he can't kill us here. Okay, come on. Just got to think about this for a second. We're going to Pokeball. This will, no, my luck, give me the other Swirlix. Okay, no, it's fine. So, Swirlix here. Oh, okay. Prof Research. Alchemy, Giant Cape. I'm not going to Alchemy just yet. I'm going to Swirlix. I was going to Arita, but I can't. I have to attack Sweets Relay. I have to let him go down. Which sucks, but it's what I have to do. Because at this rate, I am just going to lose this fight if I don't do something. Drastic's not the right word. Oh, what I could have... no, Prof Research was the right play, I think. I need the cards. I need the cards. He tackled 30. He goes down to 20. Oh, I need... no, that's not what I needed. Not what I needed at all. What is the correct thing to do here? The correct thing to do is this. It's the Giant Cape. Let's give the energy to Swirlix. Oh, actually, no. The right thing I think there was to give the energy to Alchemy. Because then I could have taken him out. But I'm going to Sabrina. We'll get 30 damage on this Litten. While not taking damage on Swirlix. That's the play here. I think. Okay. Down to 20, which is not ideal. I Energy Alchemy. So we're now on 120, which is plenty. Plenty. We'll be up to 160 now with Alchemy. I think we're going to be okay. Because even if he rare candies Incineroar here, he'll be able to kill Swirlix. If he Sabrina's me, I just go into the other Swirlix. Alchemy hits for 160 right now. So I think we're still fine. Because I'm fairly sure Incineroar, I was going to say, has 180 max. And we've done 40. So I think we're okay. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. Because we do 160 with Alchemy. We're good. So again, that wasn't an ideal set for us there. That could have gone very, very wrong. but we managed to make it work. So it wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Which puts us one win away again from being in the promotion thing. So you know what? We'll give it one more fight. We'll see if we can get another win. But hopefully you guys get how this deck works. I'm sure, again, a lot of you have either seen it or tried it yourself, potentially. Let me know your thoughts as to whether you think this is a little bit viable. Again, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's a perfect deck because I don't win every single time. And all it takes is a slightly bad start or a slightly bad matchup. And you're in trouble. You know, you can only do so much against a bad matchup or a bad hand, kind of with every single deck. But this one, with there sort of being less safety nets, like you can't just be like, oh, I'll whack this one in who's got loads of health or, you know, a really good ability to help me do their, like, there's only so much you can do. And we're going first in the last one of the video here. We do start Swirlix and we have Slurpuff in hand. Now, this would be a perfect turn 2 start, because we hit with Swirlix, we do 10. We then evolve on our turn 4 and go into Slurpuff. So this would have been a perfect start if we were going second, but I won't worry immediately. Charmander cannot kill me this turn, so I'm confident in Prof Research. We get an Alchemy, we get Sabrina. I think... Does it make sense for me to try Milcery? No, not yet. So it's fine. I'll end my turn there. Next time we'll do 10 damage. That's the vibe. It's going to hit me for 20. Ideally here, I draw a Cape so that I can't be, if he has Charmeleon. That's the ideal right here. Pokeball. It's okay. Milcery, which again, I'm okay with. Prof Research. And we get Cyrus, and we get the Cape. Cool. So I'm going to put the Cape on. I'm going to add my Water Energy. And I'm going to do my 10 damage. So unless he rare candies or summons something, we can... There is a possibility of winning next turn. Possibility. Unlikely, but it's possible. Okay. That's fine. If he does nothing else, we win. That would be crazy. Surely he sees that, though. Okay, then. Well, not quite the rank up match I thought I was going to have, but we managed to get ourselves into Ultra Ball 2 in the easiest way possible, potentially. We'll absolutely take that. Going first, still getting the win. I'm very happy with that. Like I say, it could be there was nothing he could do. He could have had a lot of cards in his hand that didn't help him. Regardless, we got the win, and I'm very happy about it. So we'll absolutely take that. We've got ourselves into Ultra Ball Rank 2, which is the joint highest I've ever been. I've been in Ultra Ball Rank 2, I think last season I got into Ultra Ball Rank 2, and then I was like, cool, I'm just going to stay here. But this season I'm going to try and push into Ultra Ball Rank 3. Every season I'm going to just try and push myself a little bit more. So very happy with that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And again, the deck is in the bottom corner. I didn't mention that at any point. The deck's down there. Feel free to check it out. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the deck. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. But yeah, make sure you leave a like on the video. Comment down below for other like concept decks you'd like to see. Other videos on TCG Pocket you'd like to see. Because obviously George's been doing some... like actual TCG stuff, like the physical cards, and then we've got our Nuzlocke Soul Link out, and obviously we've got the TCG Pocket stuff, which I know it's mainly me uploading those just because I do play this game a lot. This is probably my most played game right now. I just really enjoy it. So comment down below if there's other videos you'd like to see as well. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom, you guys have been awesome, and we'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands, and we shall see you on the next one.